Welcome to the Smash Masters podcast, hosted by Stefan Eschi and Nick Priest. This is where we dig into the auto body collision repair field and talk quality repair methods and how the industry is always changing. Buckle up, it gon' get bumpy. Hey!
What's going on?
What's up? Not too much. What's up with you?
Man, not much, man. I've been busy doing all these dent works. I got a couple hell jobs I've been knocking out. Got one coming in tomorrow I'm going to do after lunch. Yeah, just rolling on. We got Kevin Owen in here already. What's up, guys? What's going on, Kevin?
Hey.
Good to see you in here.
That's cool. So you've got hail jobs lined up. You've got some that aren't even approved yet. You're rolling right along with this Lethal Dent Company. That's that's really cool to see.
Yeah, it's been, I started it in April and pretty much haven't stopped since I've started up. It's been really
awesome.
Been a blessing. So, yeah.
Hey, Cass is coming in. What's up, Cass? Good to see you.
Yeah, so, what about you? You got anything else coming up? You got stuff going on? Or?
Well, man, I was just going to ask you, you're going to have to schedule a week of no work pretty soon. We're going at this trip coming up. We're both signed up for the 5-day glue pulling training at Kiko in Oklahoma in June. And I can't wait. Yeah,
that's I'm looking at the calendar here. That's not too long now. So
it's getting pretty close.
Yeah.
Less than a month now. I'm excited, really excited. There's other creators. We got car repair. Eldar, he pops in here a lot. Eldar is going to be in there.
Yeah, Eldar. And we've
Joel.
got Joel.
Oli Paints. He's going to be there. And Resto House. Ryan Turbo Durbin.
Yeah, he's brand new. To him and Oli both are brand new to glue pulling and stuff. So that's going to be really fun to see those guys.
Yeah, it is going to be a lot of fun to watch them really, start from basics, because, we've kind of, I don't mean to toot our horns, but we kind of got that glue pulling thing pretty good.
It's been a few years now since we've done a lot, the heavy glue pulling. So we're past that point, but it's going to be fun to see those guys really grab, some knowledge on that and see where they take it.
Because, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Absolutely. Well, that's what's going on for me. So we can bring our guests in here. We got two very talented PDR technicians. They run their own podcast, and I actually have had both of us on the Ginger Bros Dent Show. They're on Wednesdays, a lot of Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern. Let's bring them in here. What's up, guys?
What up?
Hey.
Yeah, Daniel says hello.
What's up, Daniel?
What up, Daniel? We've had Daniel on, too.
Yeah.
All the gang on.
Yeah,
another
absolutely.
very talented technician right there. That Porsche job that he
freaking
just
Porsche.
saw. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that thing come out fantastic, man.
That was great. I was actually, the next day, I went to the Porsche shop and dropped off my card. I'm like, hey, I gotta show up, Daniel. So, obviously, those are vehicles worth fixing. So,
oh yeah, what up, Greg?
Hey, Greg, what's up?
Yeah,
no, I'm proud of Daniel, man. He's doing really good.
Absolutely,
really, really good. And we've talked several times and stuff, and he acts like he needs advice on some of this, and just like, you got it, man. So, here comes the video, and it's slick. So
he kills it every time.
Yep, he's good with the videos too.
Yeah,
absolutely, he does.
Really,
we do that though. There's several times even Brandon, I'll send him a video like, "What am I missing here? Like, there's something that I'm not seeing because I've been staring at it so long." He's like, "You got this right here." Oh shit! Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, sometimes it just takes somebody else's eyes, even on a video. Mm-hmm. You're kind of seeing something that they're not seeing because they're staring at it. I'm the same way.
Yeah,
you get cross-eyed.
I've used Nick like that, and
Nice.
it's a good resource to have, absolutely. And I'm sure you guys will hear from me at some point.
Bring it on.
Yeah,
Anytime.
when I
Yeah,
go
both
full time.
you both know
So
you're more than welcome. Like Brandon's obviously the technical one. I'm the funny one. So, but I'll answer what I can for you. But Brandon's got the technical advice then.
I'm an asshole.
I mean, not to talk down anybody's skills at all, but Brandon, you put out some really nasty repairs that I'm just, oh, that's not fixable. And there it is, all glassed out in your videos. I mean, can I share one of your videos here? Your recent one?
Sure.
I've got your tailgate.
Yeah,
Yeah, that tailgate was insane.
man.
what
I
you're
wouldn't
calling
even
it
look
these
twice
days?
at that thing. I'd be like, nah, we're good.
Let's see here.
Look at that. It's nuts. It's aluminum too, right?
So what it says.
It does. It says it right there on top.
You know I
Aluminium.
can't read. Too tired to read. Read it for me.
That is just crushed.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you, I did a little dent, one of those tailgate drops onto the ball hitch right at the top edge. And I'm thinking to myself, I got lateral tension. I got this. And oh my God, did that thing kick my butt.
I can tell you my shoulder was killing me on this one.
Oh man, I bet.
That's just amazing.
I was just surprised that the metal, the aluminum was not ripped under there.
They will be ripped a lot.
Now, of course, the cap was damaged and the inner panel right there was damaged. I ordered that, so when I get done, of course, replacing that. But
Yeah.
Of course.
so yeah, that had been at a body shop for several weeks. They ordered the completely wrong tailgate for it after he had waited for like 3 weeks, and he was like, "Nope, I'm taking it somewhere else." So he had found us. What apparently he had tried a couple other guys, at least sending them photos and that, and they were all like, it can't be repaired. And of course, the body shops are telling them that can't be repaired by PDR either. But
yeah, of course, yeah.
it just, I told him, he come by here and I looked at it and I wrote it up as full replacement because that's what it's going to be. I'm like, I'm going to get you the money. So if I take this cap off and the metal's ripped and all that, then I'm out. It's not, I'll know right off the bat if it's repairable or not. And if it's not by PDR, I said, then you'll have everything you need to replace that tailgate. The body shop that originally had estimated it at like $2,600 or whatever, it was just over $4,000 to replace that tailgate right there, and the cap, and the all your R&I, everything to it, paint. So they initially had the wrong tailgate, even written up. So yeah, it was so yeah, that's a $4,064 repair.
Put lateral.
Insane.
Can you use lateral on that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
you use the
JVF for the win, because
Yeah,
you got your lateral, and then you had where I could pull it up.
Mhm.
But even with that, there was a lot of pushing. Having it mounted right, having plates in there to support the top to where I can use factory holes, but I'm not damaging those holes. It's just steel plates that I've made over the years and stuff, drilled holes through.
How many hours?
Man, with me, it's I don't even look at hours because I have like ADHD and I get distracted a lot. And I
Squirrel.
and like, if I just put my head down to it, it'd have been a full day's repair. But I had other stuff in between, and then I take breaks. I'm watching golf. And then I'm like, I got to get it done. So then I just put my head down finally. and got it done. But
So when you first peeled off that plastic trim on top and it wasn't ripped, was your reaction yes, or was it shit?
no,
Yeah.
it was yes. I'm anxious to repair stuff like that.
Awesome.
Like I
Okay, cool.
want to repair stuff like that.
Okay.
I want that challenge. That excites me.
Good.
Now, am I cussing it out the whole time? Am I,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
I was just about that. Yeah, I was just about to ask.
Am I calling myself stupid for taking it on sometimes? Yes.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
the end result and having the customer's reaction and how they feel about it all, that right there, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I wouldn't have done it for what I would have done it for when I was in y'all's shoes years and years ago and pulling numbers out of my y'all aren't because you're using Mobile Tech, but back before Mobile Tech came out and stuff, and we're just like, oh yeah, $400 on that,
I mean, I'm over in whole. I mean, what little side work I've gotten has mostly been wholesale. So honestly, the Mobile Tech, I can't give them these numbers. So they're not gonna pay this. They're gonna not make anything on it. So I'm over there going, yeah, 400.
Well, use your Mobile Tech RX as a guide and then discount. Give them a discount off of what you're like. Hey, I'm gonna have a retail price, but I'm gonna have a percentage because you are wholesale giving me a large amount of work. So I'm going to discount that accordingly. It's kind of a way to use that.
I guess. I mean, it's tough when they want something done right away. They want it done like they did. Just make it better. Just make it better. It's like, no, you don't. I can't just stop working.
No,
like I gotta keep going until it looks good. And just, no, it looks good. It's like,
I can't stand that. Probably why I don't do wholesale.
I'll be very happy when I'm out of wholesale.
So use the David Schlott wholesale price to dent guide.
Yeah, Dave Schlott's got his own 4 wholesale.
It's in there in Mobile Tech.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
At least you got a guide. Then you're not just kind of kicking numbers out. You know what I mean? Like at least you're kind of working off a guide to know.
Yeah. I do use it for when I go around and do like if there's small things on each panel or whatever. I'm like, okay, I go right over. I can't hit the price of dent, but my wholesale price is this, and each panel, this is what it costs. And they're like, that much? That bad? It's like, you got 7 panels. I wrote this much. It's like, that's 7 panels. And like, which panel don't you want me to fix?
Yeah.
Pick one. And they all just go to it. It's like, yeah, that's what I thought.
I used to be 60 a car when I worked wholesale for a large corporation, 60 a car. So been there.
Well, I mean, when I started, I was 60 and they went up to 75 a car, but that was up to 5 easy access dents. Anything larger, I'd go up, but it was still wholesale pricing. That was before Mobile Tech, and, but then again, you're getting an education during that time too. I was bettering myself the entire time. It's not like I'm going to stay at that pricing forever. My whole goal was to get to where I'm strictly doing retail. So I wanted my, quality to be up there. So I'm not looking forward to staying with wholesale. I wasn't that guy.
Right.
And I was, when I went from $60 to $75 a vehicle, I can't tell you how many accounts I lost. Because then they'd get the fireman who does this on the side on his days off, who would do it for $50 and just tear up vehicles. They didn't care. They just wanted the lowest. Now I still have several that they will call on me when they have bigger stuff, but even then, now it's I give them a price on that. I don't give them a break. I don't do enough for them.
Right.
Yeah, it comes with the price. Like, I'm gonna hook you up, but I gotta have a certain amount of work from you. Like, if I ain't getting that certain amount of work, then why am I hooking you up?
Yep.
Yeah. So how long did you stay in retail before you started feeling like you could get good enough to where the retail started coming through? Or did you start out like that, or how did that go? Wholesale.
Yeah.
You jumped from wholesale to a resale. Like, how did that transition?
So I was lucky, and so when I learned this, I started out at a body shop at a dealership. Okay. I took that position as an in-house PDR guy and trained myself. Um, but I had the good thing was I had every used car I wanted to practice on and work on, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would go out and sell what we did. We didn't just do PDR. We did pretty much everything but interior work. So touch up paint, small conventional repair on site, windshield repair. Uh, it's just PDR, and I went out and was trying to sell what we did to used car lots and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And 99% of the time when they called on us, they were wanting us to come out and repaint a bumper or do a small conventional repair. It really never was PDR. At the shop, I was the PDR guy. Like even the other guy that I was doing it with, that's the one they sent to training, and then he tried to show me, and I picked it up just like that. Well, then I start moving on to, worse dents than what he could do. I wanted to push the limit a little bit, and so, the salesman up front or the managers up front would bring something back here. Can y'all fix this? He'd be like, Brandon, go try that. We had four. It was a Dodge dealerships. There were 4 Jeep Wranglers set out brand new, and they had the hoods up with cards that said SALE. So all 4, an S, an A, an L, and E. It was too big to have the hood prop. So gust of wind come. What happens? All 4 hoods fly back, hit the top of the windshield, put the same dent all the way across. And so the first one took me, I don't know, 2 days. And really now it's like that would have been an hour or two, But by the time I got to the 4th one, I'd gotten faster on it because it was the same identical all the way across the hood, and I knew how it was going to react.
Especially Wrangler hoods, they push so good.
Yeah, they're wide open.
Yeah, I love them. Nothing like a good Wrangler hood.
And like the cow dents. I love the cow dents.
I hate those things.
So many people complain about them things. Even now they're made of plastic, but even before that, they made them where the mirrors won't hit them now.
I can fix them. I just hate them.
I got to where it's nothing. I'd found the right tools and stuff, and I could get right in there and knock it out.
I think just having a heat gun right here at my face the whole time I'm pushing is why I hate them so bad. I'm like, nah, this sucks.
Earbuds.
Flat bar or the killer whale tails. Freaking phenomenal on that.
I use a dent dial. I got it angled perfectly with Tessa tape on the end. It goes right in there and just gets exactly where I need. Watched Gene Fetty do a video about it, and I was like, light bulb.
Well, you come watch the Ginger Bros podcast. You'll hear plenty of country accents. South Alabama and West Nashville.
I think I'm the only one that's not
right now. Mississippi up here.
Right up in there with you guys.
I guess for me, going from wholesale to retail is working for Went Dizzard on the wholesale lots. I like my work better than what I was getting charged for. I wanted clean work, but couldn't charge enough to justify the clean work. I did it, but I was losing money more or less. I was like, I want to do something different than this, and that allowed me to move into. I got into body shops, had some body shops on the side while I still worked for them. That allowed that retail quality and getting paid that retail price, and just kind of boosted me to where I am now with the shop, my own shop and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't do a half-ass job. Like they put me in CarMax, and CarMax is. Walk past if you don't see it, we're good. I'm like, I can't do that. Like, it's not in me to half-ass a repair. So,
yep.
And I didn't even answer that part, like how long it took me.
Long-winded.
I know. I can talk forever, but
that's a good info, though.
Yeah.
But when I left with 10 used car lots. Okay, and then it took a good year, I would say, to really kind of build up the retail side of it, because that's all word of mouth pretty much. I don't care how much you advertise and put it out there. 99% of it's word of mouth. It's
Yep.
you fixing something, that person telling somebody,
Yep.
and them knowing what it looked like before and seeing it afterwards, and just. But it takes time to build up. Eventually, I mean, it didn't take long. My second year, I was 75% retail, 25% wholesale, and then it just kept dwindling down to where I only had one big account and maybe two smaller ones. And then it got to the point I was ready to just give it all up, but COVID hit, and that was once I bought the shop. I bought the shop January 2020, or buying the shop in January 2020, and my parents decided they weren't going to retire until the end of 2020. So I couldn't do nothing here, like change it to what I needed. So I would still take on some wholesale, but COVID hit. They retired. I went and worked at Hellstorm for 2 months, come back, updated the office, and I ain't look back on wholesale,
Yeah.
but retail's where it's at.
It is. I fully agree. And I agree with the word of mouth. Like, we have most people coming here like, so and so said you're the guy. So and so. I mean, I'm on Google, I'm on Facebook ads, but they ain't nowhere near what you get out of somebody singing your praises.
Retail's where it's at for us, especially owning a shop.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of great wholesale, and we've got a lot of great friends that are great wholesale guys.
Right.
And that's what they want to do. It's all in how you want to do. If you love just doing wholesale lots, hey, go do it. And do as many as you can, as fast as you can. Do a great job at it. If you want to shop or you just want to focus on high quality work, then stick with retail.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely my goal. So to have the shop, have that place that I can go to, climate controlled, indoors and everything. People coming to me, retail prices. That's the end goal. It's lots of practice and time to get there, but I'll get there. I want to point out that when you guys had Daniel Kraus on your show, he talked about how he got most of his work was just going to car shows and literally fixing dents right there at the car show.
Yep.
I've gone to car shows, never did any actual repair at the car show. I think that's my next step, but I was handing out cards like nonstop, and I got a few people from it. And it's, I mean, that's really being that I'm still in a full-time position, and I'm just building this on the side. That's the business that I want to focus on, because they're the people that can deal with my nights and weekends schedule. They can tell their friends and family and build up that retail name until I've got so many people calling me where it's just like, okay, well, this is what I do now. And I know that's not. There is going to be a point where I'm probably going to jump head first into this and probably have some slow periods and everything. And I'm okay with that. It's just when the time is right, the time is right.
Yeah, everybody treat this job like a construction job. You save in the summer when you're banging it out, making a lot of money, and you eat off of it in the winter when everything slows down. You got to kind of prepare yourself for that winter slowdown. So
sure, and I might also decide that I really like doing it on the side. We'll see what happens. There's nothing set in stone. But
I'm telling you, if you're available on weekends, you're going to get a lot of work just out of that. Like, we have so many people. You open Saturdays. Like, no, I'm good. Monday through Friday, I'm done. So.
Well, it's that's what it will take. It'll take me literally taking all my time and putting it in an effort and into that, and I'm ready.
Like I've always told anybody, when you put 100% of your time and effort into something, that's when it grows.
Yeah.
When you try to do stuff on the side, it's never going to get to where you want it.
Right. You need to dive head in.
Exactly. Yeah. And you can't dive head in expecting that. It's just, you may think you're doing a lot when you're doing it on the side until you dive straight in. And that's your only income now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then you're really going to see, just like our friends who are leaving the Wiz and going straight out. They're learning that, hey, it does take time.
Yeah.
You can't just leave one thing and the next day it stays up here.
For sure.
there's going to be that transition period. Sometimes it's quick, sometimes it takes a while.
Rome went built in a day.
Yeah, and going back to what Vincent said, talking about communication is just as important, pretty much, as doing quality work. He's absolutely right. I would rather have somebody come here and let me look at the dent in person, just like I was talking to one yesterday, and I'm like, so I can explain everything about this, how I'm going to repair it, why I've got to do it this way, because I'm educating you. Trying to do that, and I send out estimates all the time by photos and stuff like that, emailing them. All they're looking at is that total number. They're not going through and reading what I'm doing,
the measurements and all that.
Yeah. And it's like taking a text the wrong way.
Yeah.
How much does it cost? $250. Oh, that's expensive. Let me explain it. But I would rather do that in person.
Mm-hmm.
Or even on the phone. But there's just something about face to face with somebody.
Yeah, I've been learning a lot of that since I've dove head first into mine, and it seems like almost that pushing the dent is the easier part. Like going out here and following up on leads and going to places and like giving out estimates and educating people and making hats and shirts to give out to people that are local to advertise for you, and word of mouth, like you said, it just takes a minute to get there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I feel like I've been really blessed so far, because I really haven't had a week or so where my phone hasn't been ringing, and I haven't gotten.
Awesome.
It's been constant, so I really feel blessed about that. But yeah, there's a lot of guys out there that I think start out and then they get scared that, oh, well, this is my only income now, I don't know what to do, or maybe they freeze up or something, and they kind of resort back. So it is tough, but it's doable 100%.
Yeah, like I said, Rome wasn't built in a day. You got to build, you got to grind. If you don't have work in front of you, you better be grinding to get that work in front of you just as hard as you would be pushing that dent.
And I can tell you that some of these, when they get that freedom, they're not locked down by working for somebody else, and they get out there, just like you, Nick. So you get out there, just like we did. You have a freedom. You are your own boss now.
Mm-hmm.
And some people take that for advantage, and then they slack off for most of the day instead of going out there and hustling and trying to make themselves better, trying to work on the business the whole time. I got this one job, I'm gonna go do it, and then I'm goofing off the rest of the day. They're not gonna make it, or it's gonna take a while before that finally, rings, in their head with them that, hey, maybe this is why I'm not making it right now.
Yeah, that 8 to 5 mentality of, well, I'm off work, I don't really have to do it anymore. Man, it's if your phone rings at 6 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, man, I'm on it. You just have to.
Yep.
And
8 to 5, these route guys are 10 to 2 and they're happy.
Yeah.
8 to 5's overtime.
And that's fine. 10 to 2 is fine when you're working for somebody else and they're feeding you the work.
Yeah.
But when you become your own boss and it's your business,
you have to wear all the hats.
Yeah.
Let's get blessed like me and have an amazing wife that can create some amazing content, and have a guy in Ray who we've hired that's a beast at all of his stuff. Like we've been really blessed to just have a good team around us. So
yeah, y'all have.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, y'all got some great content. I know you've been busy
slacking
lately. I know you've been busy
it's been
lately.
a minute.
Yeah.
But this just hold on. I have a feeling I didn't do this right. Let's share screen. I want to make sure the audio is in here.
I have no shame. That's what's good with me. My wife creates stuff, and I have no.
In all seriousness, without being a chicken, this dent is on a RAV4 quarter panel. It's soft. We're gonna get it repaired for the customer. This being a softer dent, we're going to go ahead and use the cold glue with our AR9 slide hammer and get a bunch of that pushed up really fast.
I love that thing.
Me too. I love mine. Use it all the time.
Hot glue.
Man is like, I'm not putting that in there.
You need the boba teeth.
Pull it good.
Man, you got that white one that dirty?
No eggs are laid on this repair. Got it done in a couple hours. Get the customer in and out. She should be super happy, and on to the next one.
And so we started off trying to be educating and all this, and it was just kind of dry. And we got to a point, man, it's like, just be yourself. So I started shameless, stupid stuff. And like, I'm going to catch somebody's attention more with that than if I'm showing them this large complex repair and everything I'm doing to it. So
I can watch you watch that thing hit the quarter panel again and again and again. I just won't stop laughing.
Just get good chickens and turkeys.
Yeah. Yeah, the turkey legs. That was crazy. I was like, what? This truck's got turkey feet in the back? Oh, we got to do something.
Yeah. My favorite one was that one where you're standing posed like that girl was.
That was good.
That is
Or the stupid videos of the they're like
where he's touching
clicking
it.
on
yeah,
it.
My ASMR video.
Yeah.
ASMR. What the hell does that even mean?
I don't know. I've heard somebody say it before, so
Yeah, I used to
can't do
know.
it. I have nubs.
yeah, we're
It's like-
slacking. We are so busy. It's hard to. Like I said, Amanda's up front. She's learned CCC now, so she's writing estimates up front.
Nice.
I'm in the back, like just trying to keep my head above water, and all the dents coming through. So, I mean, it's fell off, but we'll get back on it. It's hard at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is to try to wear all the hats, plus try to make content and feel good about it. Like be mentally focused enough to break away and make that. It does make it tough.
Right, because you got to slow down, right? Like, and sometimes you just don't have that time to slow down. So,
Yeah, and especially if you can knock a roof out pretty fast. You don't want to waste your time with a camera and panning over whatever you decide to do. I mean, I don't know, throw a cow on it and push it back out or something. But it makes it more difficult. So I get it. I'm kind of in the same area right now with content. So
I can tell you, I barely posted anything from May to almost November last year. I was 7 days a week, just all I could do. I'm like, it's been 2 weeks since I posted something, But the thing is, like, when it comes to hell, I never do before and afters of it. Like anything else, I will. Before and afters of hell, I never do. And I told my wife, like, well, I do more this year. Well, still ain't done it.
yeah.
yeah, we came back from MTE all about it, like hardcore, and then it got busy. And we're like, oh, well, there went that.
Well, like,
Yep.
Like Levon, he's
Life takes over.
He's got a camera guy that just somebody that's taking care of that and it's just following them around and stuff.
Yeah,
And,
Just the Dent. I love their content too. They're killing it.
They got some really good stuff too.
Yeah, that worked out well for him. He told me that the guy was actually looking for something to do and everything, so it worked out great for them. But man, I'll tell you, those kind of services, pricey.
Absolutely.
Pricey.
if
But
you hire
I mean,
your
look
own,
at the
though,
success.
Yeah.
Which I think he's got his own. I think
Yeah.
it's somebody that works for them that does it. And if that's their, just like Gene,
I'm
has,
pretty-
with Dylan.
I'm pretty sure it's somebody that
They're
just
subbing
comes in certain days. But I know it's somebody who knows. But anyway, I might be totally off here. I've been off
Yeah.
before.
I don't know.
But it's
We stay off.
I know somebody else who pays somebody to do the recording and editing and everything, and she says it's just unbelievably expensive, but she's got hundreds of thousands of followers, so
Yeah.
There you go.
So it's something. Hey, he's actually speaking of
There
which,
she is.
there's Dylan.
We
Yeah,
love Dylan. Yeah, she's that little
the social media girl, the social
All right.
media girl.
All right, Dylan, how much is Gene paying you? Just kidding.
Yeah,
The stop
like I
thing
said,
where she did
we're
the
talking
Kiko
about
cart.
it being pricey.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, where they put that Kiko cart together, like the little. I was like, oh my God, there's got to be so much time into that. And it looked
Oh,
amazing.
yeah.
Like it turned out
Now I want to see claymation. You got to do claymation of little Gene
Gene and
and
Dave.
them doing stuff.
Yeah,
That would be
claymation glue pull tower.
Yeah.
No.
You know, I mean, now that you mentioned it, I mean, we might
I'm
as
an
well
intern.
share it. It's just such a great video.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I
Of
ain't
course,
got
I
one.
had
yet.
it queued up,
Get one.
but then it went away.
Yeah. There
Look
it
at the
is.
same.
I'm not turning on the audio, but just the amount of work that goes into this and the amount of time, it's having done my own creation and everything. It's just I'm watching this video going just blown away by the dedication that it takes just to produce this one video.
Yeah.
I love how they make both the wheels go at the same exact time on that.
Yeah. Dylan, how much time did that take? I'm curious.
She told me, but I'll let her.
Yeah.
AI did it.
AI
Yeah,
did it.
right.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Chat GPT, make a.
More like DJ did it.
Dylan James.
Mike Jones.
Thanks, Nick.
What up, Nick?
What's up, Nick?
About a day and a half to edit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she said over 1,800 pictures.
I would slam my head against the wall all the whole time.
Because that's all these are. These are pictures. They're not. This is not a video.
I like how they walk up.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's so creative.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Danny? Danny Hacker.
Hacker in the house.
Mm.
He
Look
shows
like
up
Walter
when you're
White.
showing a Kiko cart.
Oh, Walter White.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, though.
It's such a good video.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, people don't understand. Like, that content takes a lot of time to edit and stuff. Like, it ain't just shooting a video and throwing it up there. You got some work to put in after the fact.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's where the work is.
Yeah. What up, Mark?
I found that out having a YouTube channel with a friend, and I said, "All you need to do is be on camera. I'll do the rest." And I was,
You messed
bad
up.
idea. So I learned my lesson.
You got CapCut. That helps a lot with some of that quick stuff. Like, Amanda can make a video in CapCut so fast. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you already got it done? Like, just.
It does make it easy to do. I use that a lot, and it makes it real easy.
Yeah.
I'm just now starting
Mark.
to use it.
CapCut is good. Splice is a good app. Those are the ones I tell people in general I built my platforms on. Then I decided to upgrade to a paying app. I have been using Filmora, Wondershare on a computer forever, so I decided to use their app on the phone, and it's actually really good.
Really?
So, yeah, I liked it a lot. So there's my plug for Filmora. I'm not paid for that, so you're welcome, everybody. And Filmora.
No, you're awesome, Dylan.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
that was nuts.
You guys have been doing the podcast for how long now?
3 years?
It was August or September. August or September would be 3 years.
Yeah.
You won the Golden Mike Award.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're brand new, like blown away. You talking about humbling and experience. You got, Toledo with Dent Time. You got PDR College Boys. You got all these amazing Ryan Shutt, all these amazing podcasts. And here we are, like getting it the second year. It's like, what? Like, I didn't even almost feel right getting it.
That's cool. I mean, you guys are you're above 1,000 followers now on Facebook. See that,
Really?
right? I think so.
I hadn't paid attention. I don't
I'm pretty sure. I saw it was like 1K. So I was
Yeah.
like,
Nice.
okay.
I
Yeah.
need more.
So,
Yeah.
well, of course you need more. But
well, we haven't-
It's pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
that is.
we've both been so busy lately that we went from doing it every week and we want to get back to it, but we've with one work and then like us having my son graduating and stuff this year and the last month and a half with baseball and all this kind of stuff. It's just everything's just been crazy, and
It happened the same way about last year too. Like we got busy and we had baseball and everything. So every year about this time, it seemed like we have to take a break to kind of live life,
Yep.
Yeah. So aside from taking that little break, though, you guys hit it pretty much every week, every Wednesday, right?
every Wednesday.
Yeah.
And we'll get back to it.
Yeah, consistency is key with a podcast. You got when you're people watching want to know that you're on every Wednesday, like you're going to have obviously more viewers. When you're just popping on randomly, sometimes you're not going to get those viewers like you hope to get. So,
and you may not have
Totally
them,
agree.
Live. It may not be the greatest. It looks like, but when you upload it and people can go back and watch and all that, and you can kind of keep track. That's when you're seeing, well, this one did really well, and more people wanted to watch this one than this one, and ones that surprised you. Oh crap, that one did really good.
yeah.
And then it's like,
Great.
then you get in a competition, like looking like, oh, is this one going to beat this one? Then?
Yeah.
Greg.
Who's gonna beat the Bryce Kelly one?
That's funny. That's pretty cool. Actually, I'm gonna start paying attention to our analytics on that.
Yeah.
We just started as like I don't want to say joke, but it was just like, all right, I guess we'll do it. Here we are, like almost 3 years later.
We're pretty much coaxed into doing it, and we're like, okay, we'll do it. And but we were adamant about, we wanted it to be a certain way. We wanted it. We didn't want to just be the run of the mill podcast talking about tools and just PDR. We wanted to get to know people.
Yeah.
On technicians. Started out trying to make it to where it's ones that are either new or that fly under the radar, have been in it for a while, stuff like that. People that aren't always just out there. And we've kind of stuck to that, but it's just, it doesn't matter who's on. We just want to get people to know them on a personal level, because you always get these certain people that are talking about how the industry sucks and how, MTE ain't nothing but a bunch of drunks and all this kind of stuff, and it's like, talking about how crappy the industry is. It's like, it's not. The majority.
No.
The majority of us are just like this,
Yep.
So that was our whole goal, and
Even the more known people that we have on, like, they never got on a podcast to tell their story, what they do in their personal life. So that's, like, we might know them in the industry, but we don't know them outside the industry. So let's learn more about them outside the industry.
Yeah, I know. I've found a lot of people that I was like, hey, these guys are really cool just by watching you guys show that I had no clue was out there. Or, somebody, well, his story could be good. It couldn't be. It turns out to be a fantastic story. And you're like, man, I got to have this guy, you got to have him as your friend. You got to check his stuff out. And it's really cool to see that.
Yeah. And back to the consistency part. I mean, that's the main reason you guys got me as a viewer, because every Wednesday at 7, my phone goes, Ginger Bros Show, whether you guys are on or not. And so then I go, oh, are they on this week? And that's when I bring it up. That's why I'm always the first comment, because I'm there. But if you weren't consistent, I try and set the notifications for all the other podcasts, and either I miss the notification or it doesn't work or I set it up wrong or something, and I miss all these shows. That's why we structured ours Mondays, 8 p.m. That's when we go, unless we have a special episode, at Ant's an open house, it's kind of random, but can't
it's
help
cool
that.
to throw stuff like that in there. I mean, we do MTE, we'll have a podcast there. It's a little random, but
or little meetups and stuff like that. But anyway.
So how was the first getting it started going for you guys? Was it pretty easy, or
it wasn't bad? I don't think
it wasn't bad. But it's like anything, like guests we've had on that are scared to come on. I mean, you just got to think we're just looking at each other talking. But when it's your first time, it's nerve wracking. you
Yeah.
know.
Mhm.
But no, it was fine. You know, we were just two idiots wanting to talk to people and didn't know what to do.
That's that guy and me.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing
Why,
right now.
why did
So-
he point at you first, Dick? Why did
He was trying to say something, wasn't he?
This reverse camera's got me. I want to point that way.
I know. Yeah, you're like,
always.
Yeah, one of those ways.
So yeah, that's what messes me up.
But yeah, I mean, when we started getting a lot of good feedback when we first started, like I said, we just getting together, talk to people, find out about them personally. And there, more and more good feedback came back to where we kept wanting to do it, and it's turned into what it is.
Yeah, I like
We
how you
love it.
guys have your set up and structured. I think, I mean, we'll touch on people on a personal level, here and there, but we try and. I think our main thing that we talked about, we like to bring up topics, and like to bring up like certain like things. Like the one thing that I did want to talk to you guys about is how the PDR and the collision industries are kind of intertwining a little bit. I mean, especially when you look at guys like Nick and I. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that, that it might hurt the PDR industry at all?
I think it sucks, and I think we don't.
No, I love it. I mean, there's a lot of guys, even before you guys, that came from the collision industry that have made great PDR techs, and that's what the industry needs. It's not hurting this industry to have great techs in it. It's hurting the industry to have cheap, terrible techs in it. But though, I mean, that's with anything. So
Right.
I'm all for more great techs that want to network with everybody, want to stay on the same page with everybody. I'm down for it. I love it.
Well, the glue pulling side of it, that's really bridging the gap.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've got guys who complain about that. Well, no, I think it's a great thing because it's allowing body techs to one repair more damage now than
Mhm.
replacing. But they're not learning PDR. They're learning, glue pull, which is just an assistant to help, move that metal
Body
better
work.
for them.
Yeah.
To help the
It's-
conventional
it's
repair.
just-
Yeah.
It's just like if you were going to grind it off and stud weld and pull it out, you're just using glue and a little bit different techniques to speed up that process. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's phenomenal, and it can only help us as a PDR industry and help, the conventional side too. So there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Sandra says she's starting point roughing it out. There you go. That's how.
Yes.
I'm sure that's how Nick and Stefan started with it, and then
That's
turned
exactly
into like you got that passion, you got that bug. Like I want to go further with it, and here you are. Stefan went to Dave's. You've been learning, pushing and stuff. So
It's been really cool. And I mean, even for those that are crazy enough like Nick and I to go full PDR, in the body shop, being able to save blend panels, take out little dings without worrying about having to paint those panels and stuff, and doing the PDR repairs on adjacent panels and stuff. I mean, it's just makes sense for a body shop to have somebody employed with those skills. I think the hardest part will be keeping them.
Oh, absolutely.
Because as soon as you learn that, and I could go do this myself for more money. I mean, so the body shop's got to figure out how, if they want somebody like that, they got to figure out how to pay that person correctly.
They usually
Hold on
just
to them.
sub us guys. It's like I think it's easier because you don't have to worry about it. There's always going to be a dent guy down the road that's going to come in and take care of you and get that stuff done. Like my body shops personally, a small ding on a panel, I'm saving them from blend. They've given me so much work, I'm not charging for that small dent on that blend panel. So we work together to keep everything from bottlenecking.
But having someone in house, yeah, you're right, Stefan. That
I feel like
you've got because that's what I was, but I didn't know any better. That's what I started out as until I left. We had a hailstorm hit, and I did over 30 cars by myself. I didn't R&I anything. I didn't know to. I glue pulled just about everything. On these vehicles, no dropping headliners, stuff like that. And got paid maybe $1,000 or so per vehicle.
Right.
Yeah.
I got screwed big time, and that's
Right.
exactly what they will do to any in-house guy.
Yep.
I
So-
started putting on used panels. That's how I really honed my stuff in with radiator hose picks and used panels, because if I messed it up, I just had to fix it anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did the
that's-
same after he told me that. I did the same. It was good practice.
I still use crowbars and anything else I can if I need to.
Colin slow.
Anything I have to.
She's
Yeah.
gonna be mad.
Greg said he promised he ain't staying forever. He's the in-house PDR guy at his shop now, so
he's gonna stay forever.
Yes,
Oh,
using
Emma.
glue on the frame machine. I do too. That was one of my favorite things. Use glue on the frame machine. All the old guys walk by going,
you're doing it wrong.
"How'd you do that?"
And I
Well,
have
great.
people sending me stuff all the time, videos and pictures. Hey man, look at this tab. Look at I glued this tab on there and pulled it out, man. It worked great.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
get those too.
So that's another thing that's really cool to see. And not every one of these guys want to do PDR. They don't care
No.
anything about it.
No,
They
most
just
of them
wanna
don't.
make a lot of these bigger repairs
Make that money.
go easier for them, and that's really the
Trust
They
me, I
all
see
are-
a lot of these videos and these smashes that they're doing, and I'm like, I can fix that though. Why are you
Yeah.
grinding all the paint off there?
Yeah, no, I will tell you now that I've gotten to the PDR level and everything. Every time I'm watching a video and they're straightening it out with paint on, I'm like, okay, and then they grab the grinder. I'm like, no.
You were there.
Even though
So close.
they could still do like they end up metal finishing it, which is still really impressive,
Yeah.
But it's like, man, I could have kept that paint on.
I did a lot of metal finishing before I did the
Metal
Yeah,
finishing's
it's
hard.
easy.
method. So
It's hard.
I've got metal finishing. I've never really got to that level. I just didn't see I guess I didn't have the right people to train me how to do it efficiently. So I just never really got into it. What's one random question for you guys before we're done here? What's you guys got a favorite new tool on the market?
Hmm.
Andy, you first.
No, do Brandon.
You, Andy.
I haven't.
Are you each other's
No.
favorite tools on the
We are.
The Dent Slayer rat rods. I first seen them, I was like, "What is Come on!" But now I'm using them things on everything. Like I had a Dodge Ram, had hail, the fenders. I slitted them above the headlight and was able to use it's got that
Writing it
big
down.
bend in it, so I was able to use the leverage off of that to fix the dents on those Ram fenders. And I found multiple uses for it. It's made for when you take a piece of trim off the quarter panel, you snake up in that hole to fix a dent on the quarter panel. I haven't used it for that yet. I've used it for everything but that so far.
same. I've used mine for every single thing but what they were designed for, and they
Yeah.
are such a good tool.
I
They
haven't,
are.
but I hadn't even used them yet.
What?
Really.
I hadn't had anything I had to use it on yet.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
But
Yeah, I highly recommend. You don't have to buy the set. You can buy the, what is it, like 20 to 30 inch one. I can't remember exactly the size of it, but I mean, it's going to do everything you need it to, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
You can't go wrong with Dent Slayer, man. That dude just keeps cracking out new good ideas. Like you can't go wrong with any of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
we did
those
win
Lego-
Tool Maker of the Year. Sorry, Nick.
Rightfully so, yeah.
No, you're good. You're good.
And Brandon?
I think
2x4s and 6 clamp from the Home Depot.
Right.
straight.
Right.
Snap on ratchet wrench with the tape the end of it up. And, no, I mean, I just think with everything that I've had going on lately, it's just I've just been doing a lot of big smash work lately. So I would say right now is a lot of the tension, retention tools with the JVF, the Kiko. I haven't gotten the Cam Auto. I know you've got it, Steph. I will end up probably getting that one just because of the
It is a
versatility of
great
it
tool.
too. But
It is a great tool.
any of that's able to make these repairs faster right now and cleaner, that right there is I mean, everybody talks about every tool is a game changer, but the retention stuff is a game changer. I know it's been out there in other ways, but the tools keep getting better and better. So
Yeah, absolutely, they do.
Yeah, I'm always like anything I see anymore. I'm looking at how to put lateral on it to make it hail dents.
Me too.
Some of this hail I've got, some of the dents are stretched. I'm throwing lateral tension on them stretch dents, and it's keeping from oil cannon. So I mean, any kind of use you can think of for those are great.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
And I know people complain about, well, this one came out, now this company's got one, now this company, and they just keep, why can't they just come out with one? And because it's like anything, everything evolves.
Yeah.
Everything evolves. And some of these have been in the works for a long time too. So it's not like they saw one thing and then, well, I can make that one better. Now there are some out there that do that, but
no,
it's they kind of piggyback, but no, a lot of these
competition's good for the consumer too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you get options, and more options is always better. I mean, some people might like the ratchet straps or the tie down straps, and some people may like the JVF tool better. Some people might not want to glue a strap to their car and pull on it. So
I got like 4 different kinds, and I use all 4 of them.
There's a use for every single one of them.
Me too.
That's what I was about to say.
Those LTT bars, like if I need something quick, just throw on there to get a little tension. I'm throwing them LTT bars on. Easy setup.
Yep.
Got to smash that JVF is going on it because I'm gonna need some grunt work. So
actually, I think it was Hudson sent me a message today. He's like, "So what's your favorite lateral tension?" And I think he asked me because obviously I put out like videos of like using about 6 or 7 different ones. So I guess I am the right person to ask there. Excuse me, puppy. I'm a little busy. God. So So and Daniel's got a lot of the Metal Medic tension tools. I've got one that I just got recently. One of his first ones, hand tighten one, small. And I've been loving it for small areas, where something like the Cam Auto doesn't fit. Actually, if you guys saw that video I did today, I just a little cap cut edit with the Cam Auto. After I applied that tension and got the middle part out, then I applied the Metal Medic one. It was tighter and it fit in there better. So, I mean, they all have their place.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Hey, speaking of Hudson, he wanted to say, hey.
Oh, man.
He tried to give me a videos, he's like, my hands are bigger than yours, see? And he put his hand up here. I'm like, dude, that's my fingers. Like, get out of here.
Oh, no.
Here you go.
Well, we'll keep you guys on for our official tool review for this episode.
Sure.
Just in case you had some insight on there. But, I mean, my favorite frame pulling tab for like pre-pulls or something like that would definitely be these Kiko hinge tabs. And these things are versatile. I've got 2 of them here. You can see how camera's over here. You can use the large or you can use this medium or this skinny tab, in any combination of them. It comes with extras.
You pull them off right here. You can
just
apply
go together.
Thinner, thicker ones, whatever you need to
and if
adapt
you need
to your panel.
Smaller ones, he's got the smaller ones. I haven't been sent any smaller ones. And I think they could really help me with the PDR. Anyway, no, these things, honestly, I don't think I ever saw one of these pop off. And I was doing some major pulls on. I mean, I'll show you right after they made them, they sent them to me to test them out, and I had a car in the bay already ready. Well, my coworker did. So let me play this video real quickly for you, which is my first test of the hinge tabs. So one thing I will say, it is very easy to burn your fingers putting them on.
I can see that. I got them. I need to use them more. Danny said they're actually dope as lateral tabs as well on the edge of a panel.
Hmm.
See, I'm used to running podcasts. I'm over here calling out comments and stuff.
That's fine. We're not used to it yet, so we need all the help we can get.
I think those hinge tabs, I think one of Nick's videos was one of the most impressive ones I've seen using the hinge tabs on like a black Camry quarter panel or something that was kind of that damage.
Those were the Metal Medic tabs.
Okay.
I had him make those for me, so and I used them on that. They worked out.
Oof.
Those.
Now that right there, see that?
Oh,
As a PDR guy, I did not want to see that.
oh, the beating out, yeah, for sure. No, there
Because
were.
that paint would have went.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if it was me working it, I wouldn't have hit it like that either. But you know, it's every technician does things their own way, so it was his job. It was on him.
Right.
But those tabs are phenomenal. And even with the thinnest 3/8 side on both of them, has so much pull.
It does.
You know,
They really do. And
You wouldn't think it would, but yeah,
it's crazy.
these right here, this creates kind of a dead center pull to these.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put these
lateral
on a
tabs.
body line, then it conforms to about any body line you want. You can lateral pull with it. But if you put it on a crease, it's going to sit down in that crease and it will pull like a dead center.
I want.
I'll have mine broke out tomorrow now. See, this is what I love. Like learn something new every day.
I want to know more about this. Is it because Hudson showed off how great the Kiko one is?
So,
because I gotta say,
me with the Cam Auto one,
yeah,
I'm still playing with it because unless it's the dead center tabs that you come with the feet, that one. But trying to use regular tabs on there, man, I can't get that sucker to. I get aggravated with it.
Really?
And I love Charles to death, but I get aggravated with that lifter, so it just stays in the bottom.
Well, do you have the other feet? Like I think
I've got regular feet. I've got the dead center feet, but those tabs are only made for that. And so as high as that lifter part has to, it works good with those.
Right.
But me using the regular feet and trying to do regular tabs and stuff, dude, I run out of room where I barely have any, and I've adjusted everything on there. And I know he doesn't make it to where he wants you to snap it. So he wants you to just have gradual pull. But
it's very interesting because I don't have that issue at all.
I do, man. I don't know if I have just a bad one or something. I don't know.
I'm a creature of habit. I know what you're saying. I have the same issue. And I'm a creature of habit. Like I'm using the robo lifter. I got the crease feet for the robo lifter. If I got a crease or whatever, like I've used it for so long. I'm used to it. It's hard to get used to anything else.
So this is something that's actually not true. So
he did fix that.
He fixed that. So because mine is like that, the way Hudson says, where you spin the top and the bottom spins. So if it's on a longer tab, it can't. If it's on a dead center tab, it spins right around the tab. So it still it does. But he fixed that, and if you order one, it's not like that. It stays in one spot while you twist that, so you can leave it on a tab. So if that's the reason, no, it's not an adapter. It literally is a different bottom. Like he has an updated version. So if you buy one now, it should be better. Anyway, I love the thing. I mean, I do really like the Kiko Robo Lifter. I mean, that's the fastest way to get that tab pulled, lifted, without a slide hammer. But the Cam Auto, man, I that's my little bridge. That's what I use it for. Almost every time I use it, I put the tension on, I put the little washer on, it holds the tension, I work my crowns, pop it off. I mean, it's been my go-to. I don't even have a robo lifter.
So you're using it more as a bridge than as somebody who's constantly using a mini lifter who's using it to make pulls and stuff like that. So that's what it's not. It's not made like the robo lifter. It's not made like your old Worth lifters and all that kind of stuff.
No.
It's made different.
I carry my Snap-on lifter, just for those quick little, just little ones that I need to do. Because the Cam Auto one is going to take a little bit longer because you got to get the legs in the right spot. But I still go for the Cam Auto one almost every time.
There's a dyke on the show.
What's a dyke?
Yeah, it's all right.
Send me his new number today. Gosh.
Oh, I got it last week. I'm cooler.
He
We
knows
were on
you
a
like
video
dyke.
call too. I think last week. Scored a snap on
the Tesla. What are you drinking, Danny? None of your stuff makes sense.
Speaking of which, I mean, he mentioned it earlier up in here, but he is, there it is. He is going to be our guest next week on Monday, so make sure to tune in for that. I'm sure we're going to be talking a lot about that 5-day GPR course.
Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna be the topic. That's gonna be fun stuff. So
I'm
I
still
gotta make
blown.
a trip down there, like just to see Kiko. I haven't ever had the opportunity to go down there just to check out the place.
You mean over there? It'd be over there. It'd be
It's
up there
like-
for me.
Whatever.
Up and over for me.
yeah,
Yeah. I'm going down. I
You
think I'm
just
the
have
only
one
going
road
down.
to get on.
I'm going over. So up and over.
Yeah.
That's cool. I really enjoy seeing you guys invest in yourself, like Anson Open House and all this Kiko stuff. It's really cool to see guys investing in themselves with this. All of it.
Oh, well, it was actually it was really amazing to see Gene explain stuff in a way and have other guys up there that was OG dent guys, and they're like, "Well, I've never heard that explained to me like that before."
Gene's a special
Gene
man.
he can explain anything to
And
anybody.
he loves it. He loves two
Oh, yeah.
beats. Like that's his thing.
Well, he's good at it, and he'd ask,
Yeah.
do you have any questions? No, I didn't know that I needed the answers to the stuff you already mentioned. So,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, imagine being a Gene in-person class being your first immersion into like glue pulling and everything. That's what changed my life, honestly. So I got
I could
lucky
say-
that Kiko picked him out of the hat for my training.
I could say the same about my business. Like we're in that mastermind group with him, and I can honestly say our business wouldn't be as successful without Gene. And I consider him a mentor now, so he's pushed us along. So
One more quick question before. So the sticky gum. So today I was working out in the sun and had a little issue with my Sergio's Blue because I couldn't get it to cool down enough to get the hell off the panel. It was just too warm. So
Bad.
it was real bad. So eventually I got it, but man, did that suck. So I want to know if sticky gum in the sun does the same thing.
I don't
I'm in
know.
air conditioning.
I was wanting the sticky gum, but every time I ever tried to go order it, they were always out. So, and I haven't gone back to see if they have any. So
I'm in an air conditioned shop. It's all my nice Sergio
See,
Blue
I
is
gotta,
perfect.
I've had
get
that
there.
issue also. I've had the issue where it gets too hot and it sticks to the panel and it becomes.
well, and it doesn't even have to be out in the sun. Would even Glexo was the same way. That
Glexo,
Sergio's
yeah.
Blue, it pulls hard, but even just a couple of just keep working it like that, and dude,
yeah.
there was a cab
Got it
corner
all
I
over
fixed
you.
several months back on a red F150 F250 and I used it. I got a little warm on there, dude. I could not get that crap off. I had to use plastic scrapers and just I lost half of that stuff. And then of course you got to wet sand and polish the panel after that. But
Yeah.
man, it was horrible.
I did the same thing to that here recently.
I didn't use cold glue after that point today. I can tell you that much.
It makes me nervous wanting to use it. I was like, I don't know if I want to get into that.
I wouldn't use it out in the sun.
Yeah, I'm not
no.
gonna. I'm just
Daniel
not
said
going to.
wax and grease remover instead of isopropyl. I use
It does.
99% isopropyl. Like people say that blue that's hard for them to clean it off the panel. I use 99% isopropyl and I don't have any issues.
It's not an issue when it's just normal, but when
Mhm.
it's actually pulled off the tab and caked on there,
Yeah, then it's
that's when it becomes an issue because every time like I try to put it back on there to yank it
Peel
off.
wheel.
It just keeps
Try a
taking
peel wheel.
peel wheel.
Be slinging glue all over the place. I mean, you come out and just look like a monster.
Yeah.
Cookie
You have it
monster.
everywhere.
I mean, I can't tell you the consistency of this stuff when it gets too warm, Ryan. It's just so bad. Like it
It
was
is bad.
it's just bad.
You know, I know now when it's gonna do that, like what it actually feels like. But
Yeah.
the first time, I didn't realize it.
You're
And,
like, uh-oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Prepsol.
Well, I'll have to
Using
try the
wipes in
wax
the
and grease
tab.
remover on when it's that thick. When it gets thick like that, I want to try that. Then
I
next
can
time.
vouch for the wax and grease remover. Definitely removing. I've used it on the remnants that are left over from cold glue, and it comes off way easier than with alcohol. So
Yeah.
I just I don't have that available to me at the moment. So I guess I'm gonna have to invest.
well, see, like I don't know how yours did, but like he says, using mine stayed on the tab too. It split in half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
Mine's not coming off the tab.
No,
It's-
mine isn't either.
It's just
Yep.
just
just stringing off like
Sticking
at
on
the
there.
Strings
midpoint.
out, gets into a liquid.
Yeah,
Pretty
Turns
much.
into a liquid.
no
Yeah.
bueno.
It's like windshield urethane too. It will get literally everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Oh, all right, guys. Well, I really appreciate you guys coming on.
Thanks for having us.
You know, I mean, I gotta say, just being on your show way back when was a big part of my journey to get me here. You know, so
Yeah,
I
mine
just
too. Mine
keep
too.
doing what you're doing, and yeah,
I'll
thank
do
you.
the same. Like
Yeah.
I've been trying to catch the episodes and stuff. Y'all doing good. Keep it up.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
And like we
yeah.
said, if y'all ever have questions about
Yeah,
anything,
we're always here.
we're always an open book. So
If I don't answer, I'm busy. I'll call you back later.
yeah,
That's good to know. That's good
just
to
don't
know.
call me at night.
No.
8:00, I'm out.
You
If
call
you
me at
text me-
night. You go ahead.
If you text me at like 9:00, I'm texting you at 4:00 in the morning when I wake up.
That's what I said. If you text,
Yeah.
if you call me past 8 or
Yeah.
9, I'm calling you at 4 in the morning because that's when I wake up. and that's
I'll
when I
wake
see
up
it.
at 4 just to text you back and go back to sleep.
Yeah.
No, you won't. You sit on Do Not Disturb. I already know.
All right. So we'll see you guys in a minute. We're gonna do our outro.
All right.
All right, Nick.
Man, yeah.
Another good show.
Another good one in the books, man.
All right.
Yeah.
So who do we got next week? Danny Hacker.
Got Danny Hacker on next week, and
Yep.
be talking about the glue pulling GPR class coming up and all that stuff. So,
That'll be a lot of fun.
yeah, absolutely.
Looking forward to that. All right, everybody.
Take care. See
Bye
ya.
bye, everybody.